My kid's stepmama. You know, I ain't trying to. You feel me? Okay, y'all, I'm finna go to lunch with my kid's stepmama. You know, I ain't trying to. You feel me? I ain't trying to like shit on her a little bit. I just, got to let you know, bitch, I'm cute now. You feel me? But we're gonna go to lunch and talk like ladies. I'm so excited. Okay, y'all. Be transparent. I like Ashley. I really do. I like her because I asked her, I said, do you love Jordan? She said, yes. I said, do you love my kids? She said, yes. I said, okay. I'm gonna give you full custody. I'm gonna step back. Y'all, never mind the tears, bro. This is some real shit. Before we got up from the table, I told her, I'm looking her dead in her eyes. I said, listen, I like you, and I feel like you're a genuine person, and I'm happy it's you. I'm not gonna act like it don't hurt. It hurt to know that my kids got a stepmama now, but I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can still feel a way. I'm told y'all. Because we was married, y'all. This shit don't go away. It don't just go away overnight. I'm not gonna act like it don't hurt. To know that you playing mommy to my kids when I'm not there. But I'm happy it's you. And I hope it's genuine. I hope you really do love my kids because I like you. And I'm giving you my blessing. So yeah, y'all, I am a little tore up, but it ain't like on some heartbroken shit where I'm tore up about him moving on. That's not the case. I'm just tore up that I did not know that my kids was, you know what I'm saying, being nurtured by somebody else. That's them feelings are valid. I did not know that. Okay, y'all.
Okay. So we talking right and wrong. So was this mother right or was she wrong? So she said she was going out for drinks. Well, first of all, she said, check this out. She don't want to have to go. Well, I know what she said. But she don't want to have to go stun on old girl. The new girl in the equation. They went out and had some drinks. Then she came back talking about she like her and she can't believe somebody else can or gonna be nurturing her kids. And girl told her she care for her essentially her ex-husband, and she care for the kids, and she like her. And it's a lot going on in this thing right here. Yeah, y'all tell me what y'all think. Was she right? Was she wrong? What was we seeing? Let me get the comments. I'm gonna come right back to the panel. Lizzie Donovan said, "Move in, then." Oh, team sister wives. Come on, Donovan. You know she ain't about
to.
She said she wanted to go stun on her, man. With she want to let her know she cute. She ain't about to do that, Donovan. You know better, man. Let's see if we're right. Let's see. She's not over him. So you saying you don't think she's over the ex-husband? Okay, appreciate that comment right there. I'm gonna hold that. Donovan said, "Let's see, to dissolve in the original marriage seems like her fault." Okay, I see y'all seeing something because I'm seeing something. I'm seeing something too. Let's see. Donovan said, "Oh boy, divorced and upgraded." Okay. All right. I'm gonna leave that right there. Let me come back to the panel. Chloe, Vince, Joe, what y'all? Go ahead, Vince. I see you coming off, man. Go ahead.
I think she's being transparent.
Okay.
I think probably what happened was that she might have got with him young, because she seems young, and he probably did a lot of growth. And I just think she's being transparent. I think she still has feeling for him because obviously she married him. She ain't no baby mama, so she probably felt a certain way, and she probably wanted not to like her in her subconscious. But then as a woman and as a mother, you can't hate, when people love your kids.
Right.
Genuinely. So I think she felt a certain way. I just think she was being transparent. Hopefully it works out for him.
Yeah, I would say, oh, sorry. You're muted, Quay.
Go ahead, Chloe. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say from a slightly different perspective is this is the reality of what it looks like when you choose to dissolve your marriage. This is what it looks like. These are some of those tough situations and hard decisions that have to be made when you choose to dissolve your marriage. Now, listen, regardless if you had to, it couldn't be helped, whatever the situation is, these are still some of the realities that you have to face, right? So she is hurt because there's another woman now that will presumably be taking her place in the lives of her children. And if, as moms, we can be honest and real with ourselves, that hurts because these are your children. You had these babies, right? They were a part of you, and they'll always be a part of you. So to have another woman that didn't birth these babies, now they're calling her mom and they're looking to her when they're hurt, when they're angry, to be comforted, to be protected, all of that, which is a role that you should have, and that was yours alone previously. That does hurt, right? Like I think that's probably more the reason for her tears than the dissolving of the actual marriage, because obviously they came to some conclusion about the marriage, but now she's dealing with this reality. And then it doesn't help that she meets the young lady and she's nice and she actually likes her and there's no reason for her to really hate her. So now, she probably can see what her ex sees in her. She can see why her kids like her. And so now she's got to deal with this reality of this other woman, right? And this is one of the reasons why I always say this, and y'all can take it however you want to. At this point, I really just don't care. But this is why I always say, make sure it's in the best interest of your family when you decide to walk away from a marriage. Actually, make sure, because these are the types of things that you are going to have to face. The initial relief, because this was going wrong or that was going wrong, you get that initial relief, but then you have to sit in that, and then you have to deal with the kids and the things and the life and the friends and all the things that disappear, and you have to decide if that's really what you want. It's more than just I need relief from this particular situation. So, yeah, I'm just saying don't miss that. Catch that. Don't get caught up in the tears and all. Catch what's really happening and understand that this is the reality of what it looks like. Because too many of y'all running to get divorces now. You guys are running to the lawyers. But then you get on social media, and I appreciate the transparency, but you get on social media and then we have to see that.
That's real. That's real. Let me get some of these comments real quick. Let's see. Eva Wright says she's weird, super weird, and saying she's giving custody to her. It's like that scene. Oh, you're a family man. Okay, here they go. Yeah, no, that was a little interesting. I don't know if she was being a little sarcastic in that, because I'm sure it probably wasn't a legal custody situation, or at least that's my guess. That's my assumption. But yeah, it's just like I say, interesting video. Interesting video. Let's see. Kenyatta said, right, I'm stuck on the custody part. Kenyatta also said, I guess co-parenting is not an option. She is just going to give the ex and his wife the children. Yeah, I guess she could be doing that. Let's see. Donovan said, let's see. New wife is mature. Ex-wife is stuck in high school mindset. I can feel that right there. Let's see. Eva Wright. Let's see. Kenyatta. Too many red flags. Wanting to impress the lady, then saying she'll give her the kids. I'm thinking she's not a good mom because there's no way I'd give my kids away. Yeah, no, I feel that right there. Eva Wright. I feel that right there. You want to say something, Joe? Or are you busy, man?
There's no way.
What?
She said there's no way that she would give her kids away.
Right.
And that's actually a big problem, because a woman who doesn't have that level of self-reflection on her own failings as a mother and her inability to be a mother should be willing to give her kids away to a woman who is far more capable in being a mother to her child or her children the way that she did. that was genuine what she did, in large part because the overwhelming majority of women who are in similar situations will say exactly what she said. I'm not giving my baby. They'll know that she's a good woman. They'll know that she's a better mother. They'll know that their kids are being taken care of, and will do everything in their power to get in the way of that, as opposed to bridging that gap. And in some cases, that bridging of the gap means you standing out of the way. But I think that as men, we think of that. We had that perception of, if we're on drugs. Like I remember growing up, a man would be on drugs, a father, and he would leave the house. The most responsible thing he would do, even though it's not good for the child or the wife, he would leave before he allows his drug addiction to affect the family. A lot of women will stay in that condition and live in it and expose their children and their family to it at their family's expense, out of selfishness, as opposed to walking away from the situation or handing over the keys to someone who's better able to care for those children and that family. And so she did the right thing. That's extremely rare. And I was almost looking for something like, where's the catch? But the reason why I don't believe there's a catch is because I've never seen a video like that. It's always the opposite. It's always in the vein of what the last commenter said about, I'm not giving away my children for any reason. Any reason? Even if you're a drug addict, even if you're an alcoholic, even if you know you're not as capable as a mother as you could be or should be. My sister went through the same exact situation, in which she gave over custody to her son, my nephew, to these two ladies in Atlanta, Georgia. And eventually, at first, it was temporary. She was going through some mental issues, drug issues, whatever. And over time, she started having those motherly instincts of, I want my child back. So her and I went on this little adventure about 3 or 4 years ago. We went out to Colorado because this is the first time I have seen my nephew in 10 years. We went out to Colorado because we got to go save him. I got to go save him. I got to go get him. I don't know if he's being beat up. I don't know if he's being abused. I said, okay, we got to do it. We got to do it. So we fly out to Colorado. We get there, small town called Littleton, Colorado, taking the train station and everything. We get there, you see nothing but beautiful mountains everywhere. So we get to the house, and as I'm talking to the caretaker that she signed over her parental rights to, we're having this discussion, and all of a sudden I see my nephew, whom I haven't seen in 10 years, come out of nowhere, chasing after this dog. And of course, my instinct as the uncle is to look for any bodily harm, because that's what I was led to believe. And I'm looking like, wait a second, this boy is perfectly healthy. He lives in the best neighborhood possible, beautiful surroundings, great education, plenty of money everywhere. And compared to where I was at when I went to my sister to go pick her up, the drinking, the drugs, the things that she protected her son from. And then she had that reaction of, she was mad. It was almost as if she was hoping for something to be wrong. But she couldn't find anything wrong in the situation that her son was in. Neither could I. So there was no justification for us to try to get him back or for her to take custody back. So it's hurtful when a parent gives over the custody rights to a child, but it was absolutely in his best interest. And she did the right thing at the time. So I say that to say
What you
that
saying?
it's it's not always right. Even if selfishly, I get it. That's your child. You want to keep them. You want to hold them. But not everyone is built to be parents. Not everyone is built to be a husband or wife. So you need to gracefully, or as gracefully as you possibly can, bow out and not cause as little damage as possible, and allow people, if you want to see your children thrive, to give them the best future possible. Um, and I'll leave one on that. And I would say Tia Mowry is another example. That's a famous example of what you shouldn't do, but that's a whole different discussion.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Just to add some context, because I see Eva's comments. Yeah, I don't think that's where she was going with it. So yes, I think there's validities on both sides. So yeah, I understand what you're saying, Joe. But yeah, I don't think that was where Eva writes, the context of her comments. So just to make sure that's clear. Go ahead, Vince. And then I'm gonna get us into the next one. Go ahead.
I'm gonna agree with Joseph because at the end of the day, maybe being with that father and his new wife is best for the children. Why does she have to be a bad mother to understand? Maybe I can't give them the life that they need. just because she's a mother. A father loves his kids too. So why does she have, well, she must be a bad mother? No, maybe she understands maybe the children are better with him.
Mm.
Yeah, I can do that.
Because you still can, just because somebody got custody don't mean you can't co-parent, especially in a divorce situation. Because most people, the mother gets physical custody and they have joint legal custody. So and then there might be an issue where she might be moving somewhere, and it's a legal issue. So I definitely agree with Joseph. Maybe she understands, and some women will say, "Well, oh, I'm not gonna give up my kids," and will struggle with them instead of letting them go into a better situation because of their
Yeah,
selfishness.
And
yeah,
they'll end up
yeah.
like
No,
the
I feel
lady in the
that.
first video. They'll
I
end up
feel
like
that
that
right there.
son in the first video. That's how they turn out because of that selfishness. That mother had no business raising that son who became a man alone, and that's the result.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that. No, I'm not questioning that at all. So no, let's say there's valid points I think on both sides. I just want to say this. This is my problem with it. Why, why do we fight so hard? Why do we fight so hard for marriage just to be divorced? Yeah, I don't understand that.
That's a good question.
Yeah, just thinking back to when we were young, right? And I'm sure we all went through the same mindset, right? I'm gonna get to this age, I'm gonna get in my 20s, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna find my husband, my wife, I'm gonna have some kids in my 20s before we hit 30s. So we all essentially was raised with a lot of us was raised with the whole white picket fence, all that, get married, have kids, live happily after death and all that, right? And some of that's still going on to this day. Yep, a lot of ladies to this day, their goal is to be married. Yep, their goal is to be married. A lot of these fellas out here, their goal is to get their stuff together so they can be a father, a husband, take care of some kids, create a legacy, keep that thing going. Like those core goals for a lot of folks have not changed. They have not disappeared. But I continue to see these type of videos. Yeah, this young lady had a whole husband, had some kids with that husband. Yep, now you decide to divorce your husband. Then you want to get in your feelings because now somebody else is in the picture that clearly is a better fit for your husband, or they're essentially treating your husband better than you were treating him. Or they're interacting better with your husband better than you and your husband were interacting. So then after you decide to divorce your husband, then you want to come on social media and make a video and essentially talk about how the fact that you and your feelings that this other girl is in the picture and she actually on the up and up. And I'm just trying to understand, why do we do that? Why do we ride these dudes and be like, yeah, you taking too long, you dragging your feet, it's taking you too long to commit to me. Then when the dude commit to you and say, hey, I want you to be my wife, let's have something together and build, then you come back and divorce that man, then getting your feelings because now it's another lady in there who taking the marriage more, basically she's taking the relationship more seriously. And now she want to really partner with your man or your ex-man and move forward. Like, why do we do that? Yeah, why do we strive for the marriage just to come back and divorce it? Yeah, it's like it don't make sense. It's like, why would I go buy for all my Detroit people out here? Yeah, why am I going to go to the store right now and buy some Cardis just so I can throw them things on the ground and scratch them up? Like, why would I do that? Yeah, why would I stack up all of this money that it takes to purchase a pair of Cartiers, or better yet, for my Detroit people, some Buffs? Why would I save up the money to buy some Buffs just to go be throwing these things all on the back seat and all that, scratching them all up? Like, why would I do that? Yep. So why do we strive for these marriages, these solid relationships, and then just to go divorce somebody? Like, why do we do that? Like, did you actually put the steps in to try to save that thing? Did you actually try to go get some help to help y'all see eye to eye so y'all can keep that thing going? Like, did you consider the kids and say, hey, you know what? you know, baby, we might need to try to work this out, you know, for the kids and whatever, because the kids is thriving in this 2-parent household. So let's try to work this out. I know we done bumped heads, but let's see if we can work through that thing. Like, did you do all of them steps? Or did you just get bored one day and then just dissolve your marriage? Yep, now you want to go, what's she saying? Now I want to go show the new girl who coming in saying this is a good dude, even though he got kids, he a good man. So I'm about to link up with him and make something happen. But you want to look at her as the ex-woman, and you want to say to her, yeah, let me go put my little stuff on. Let me go, you know, stun on this chick. Let her know I'm still the thing. It's like, and why are you doing all that? You could just stay with your husband. What's good? It's your boy Quay Price, holding it down for Candid Combos. Man, if you enjoyed this video, man, go check out this next one.